Hi everybody, welcome to Friendship Shaving. My name's Mark and it's been 24 hours since I last shaved. That sounds like a confessional, doesn't it? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thanks very much for joining me. Now today I'm going to be using a Shark Platinum razor blade, one of the ones I got from Steve in the recent mail call. I've never used one of these before, and I'm going to pop it in the Gillette double-edged safety razor. There we are, there's the blade. And we'll pop that straight into the razor and put the handle on, and we're ready to go. I'm going to be using my AP Shave Co brush today with a synthetic cashmere knot, and we'll get that wet. And I'm going to be using a soap that I've not used for a very long time. I'm going to be using Tabac today, a Tabac shave. And we take that out of the box and out of its and it smells reasonably strong, as Tabac does. I've used it yesterday actually, and it's a really nice soap. So I'm just going to lather up holding the soap in my hand, and I found that once it's on and you've shaved with it, it dries down to a really very nice, quite mild scented soap, but a lovely scent indeed. And I don't quite know why I thought this was so bad, and I did. It's been a long time since I've used it. In my mind, the scent was much stronger than it is in reality. Now there we go, I've got a load on my brush, just a hair coming out there. I'm going to just wipe the excess off that little puck there, wet my hands. There we are, just rub that into my face and get some moisture into my bristles before we start. Oh, there we go. Now I'll tell you that, without a drop of water on my hands, this is a really slick soap. So I hope you've been doing very well. I must apologise for the delay in the shaving video. I didn't put one out on Friday. It was because I had a migraine for 4 days last week. And it's taken me a couple of days to just lift out of that. So we're all back to normal. And I'm glad to be able to put my shaving video in, albeit a little bit late. Now I tell you, this cashmere brush, this cashmere knot, it's my favourite. It absolutely is wonderful. get some water into this soap and just going to have a little chat today about various things. Going to keep it nice and light today. There we are, I think we're going good here. So I'd like to talk a little bit about our community, and to say that it was way back, I say way back in 1989 that Edwin Jagger and Muller collaborated to produce the DE89 and the R89 double-edged safety razor respectively, and you know, that was 31 years ago. It seems incredible, 31 years have passed since 1989, but it has. I wasn't shaving with a double-edged safety razor back then. I was still shaving with a cartridge razor, and it's only in the last about 9 years that I have been shaving with a safety razor and using a more traditional method of shaving. I've been making videos now for 3 years, so that's just to give you a little bit of a timeline. Now I know some of you guys have been shaving with a safety razor for, you know, a lot longer than that, but I think that Muller and Edwin Jagger were really forward thinking in bringing out their safety razors, and from that day forward I think the community has just gone from strength to strength, and it is keeping going from strength to strength. It's getting stronger and stronger all the time. You know, my dad was called Norman, and he could not have imagined the community that we have today in the wet shaving world. It would have been beyond his imagining. I do wish that he could have experienced it with me, and I wonder if I would have persuaded him back to a safety razor. My dad was an electric razor man, and he shaved with an electric razor for many years. But I do remember as a very young boy my dad coming out of the bathroom with slightly bloody bits of tissue stuck to his face, trying to stem the flow from where he's nicked himself. I remember that very clearly indeed, and yeah, it's quite a thing. And you know, I wonder how many of you are able to share this hobby with your fathers, with your grandfathers. Let me know if you are able to, and because I think that's a wonderful thing. I would really have loved to have shared the joy I get from my hobby with my dad. I think it would have been really something. And of course, social media is the driver behind all of this. I think over the last few years, we've taken gentlemen from their bathrooms and ladies from their bathrooms where they were quite isolated, and we've brought them out into this wonderful community where we are able to talk about things, to share our interests, to show our photos and our shaves of the day, to write blogs, to make videos. It's quite an incredible thing, isn't it, when you think about it? That's what I've been thinking about this week. I know a couple of the guys in the Facebook group are meeting up for a meetup and swaps, and you know, we make friends. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing, and I'm very, very glad to be a part of it. And contribute by making these videos. Now this, let me tell you, this soap is really, really smooth, creamy. Let me just feel it. It's got a really nice cushion, and you've already seen it's very, very slick. If I add just a drop of water to that, it suddenly becomes super slippy. I haven't done any research into Tabac, but it has been around for quite a while. And what a great soap it is. And I know one of the guys, Ghoul, I know that's not your real name. I'm afraid I can't remember it. That's like his YouTube name, and he matched it up with some cold spices aftershave, and it goes very well apparently together, and I can imagine that it does. It's great, isn't it? The amount of products that we've got for sale nowadays is just beyond. But we've still got room for the old favourites. Actually, it's incredible, isn't it? When you go online, I mean, it's like a proper magical mystery tour when you go to buy something online. We got products from all over the world. I wonder where it will go from here on. You know, I'm using a Gillette razor today, and of course the reason that Gillette have brought out 2 safety razors in the space of a year is because of us, because of the community, and because of our interest, and of course because they think they can make some money. But we are responsible for them bringing out this razor, and I like this one. I really like this one. I'm glad to have it in my den. Do you know, this is super, super, super slick. Incredible. I must admit, guys, I've never been to those big high-end shops in London, in Mayfair and St James. You know, Taylor and Bob Bond Street, Truefitting Hill and the like. I know a few of you have, and I know a few shavers on their travels from abroad to this country have stopped in to visit those shops. It's like we've got shaving tourism, isn't it? Because these shops are starting to pop up more and more. We've got the Gentleman's Groom Room in Dundee, Pastor's Pharmacy in New York. I'd love to go there. Who'd have thought, that a pharmacy would become a mecca for shaving products? It's absolutely brilliant. I'd love to go to Maggard's store in Canada. You know, if enough of these stores keep popping up worldwide, we could have a shaving pleasure cruise where we just stop off at different countries to buy products. I think that would be fantastic. I'd have to have a lot of money for that though. Might have to save up a bit. Might have trouble getting back through customs. So yeah, I love the community that we're all a part of on various levels, and yeah, I love that we take care of each other as well. It's a wonderful thing, shaving. Wonderful. Do you know, I like this razor. I really like this razor. It's just a nice, easy shave. Really comfortable. This sharp blade is really nice in it. Very smooth. But I discovered something. I can do this. Straight over the mouth. Yes. I wouldn't like to do that with a razor with a very big blade gap though, so I doubt you'll see me do that ever again. You know, guys, I'm thinking of having some decorating done in here. I am considering, only considering, removing the boats. I've had a new toilet put in, that's down there. Of course, the old system was much, much wider than the streamlined modern system that has gone in. So we'll need to decorate around that part of the den. God, I tell you what, it's slick. So I'm wondering what to do with regard to that. I've got my shelving unit, which sometimes you see me reach to things. It's just here, just there, and wow, it's so slick. My towel was skipping across my face. I haven't got a cabinet in yet. I'd like to put another cabinet over there, just so I can have my shelves. It's a handmade shelving unit, just so that I can have them a little more tidier and not have everything absolutely crammed on it. So I'm really thinking about the space I've got and how to organise it. And I'm thinking about getting one of those photographic murals to put on this wall. I'm thinking of keeping with the boat theme, so maybe up here I could have some scenery and a boat or a ship, a sailboat, or maybe one where the sails are up here, so it's like as if you're looking up into the sky in the rigging. I don't know, I've been looking at a few and trying to decide if one would go really nicely here. Got a little bit of a strange size wall. It's 1.33 m by about 2.5 meters high. So it's trying to get the correct picture in landscape rather than portrait. And but yes, I'm pondering what to do with this. And I'm looking out for, as I say, some new cupboards. What do they call it? The cupboard at the bottom of my sink. That's like a slightly glossy finish to it. So I guess it would have to match that. At the moment, all around, the walls are white. And I'm not that fond of that. So I might just ease that down a little bit, but I definitely want to get a bigger bulb, not necessarily a more powerful bulb, but just a bigger bulb and a bit bigger, lighter lampshade, so I can get a little bit more light on my face while I'm shaving. I don't want to have to go and buy special lighting for the shave or anything like that. I've managed for 3 years, and I certainly don't want to be shaving and looking at a bright light. So yeah, that's where I'm going. And yeah, I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about that. Perhaps if you know of any really good murals, you'll point me in the right direction, because I'm sure there's some really, really good ones out there. But having said that, I think that will be the last thing to go. I think I need to concentrate on everything else first, because all my shaving stuff is just in boxes at the moment. I've got really very little in here at the moment. So that's me with my slightly delayed video. I've cut my lip, look. There we are. That's what you get for being stupid and showing off. Of course, you know what I can do now, don't you? I can go the full-on dad mode. I loved my dad. What a great guy he was. So, until next time, you take care and look after yourselves. And I might just hold still like this. See if we can use this as the picture for the video. Take care now. Bye bye.